What is happening, YouTube? It is Monday. Yeah, got some sales, did pretty good this week. So gonna go over that stuff, share what we sold. I think I've got 15 items that sold between Friday and today. Had a bunch of pickups. I think I did the video on Saturday of all my pickups. Yesterday, I didn't do a video, I should have, but yesterday I did a pickup as well. So I'll go over that a little bit and share what I got there. And then today, this morning, just did another pickup. I don't think I did well on that one. So you guys let me know here in a little bit once I get to that. But that's what's happening. We're going to go over sales and go over a couple of the pickups that I had and let y'all, y'all let me know what you think. But my name is Joe. I've been reselling full-time. Oh, let me stop bouncing around here. I've been reselling full-time on eBay for about 8 years. And I've been selling on eBay since I was basically a kid in college. So I've been around for a while, got a lot to offer, just sharing my journey. I'm just an average Joe showing how I do this. So I'm set up in my garage. I got my computer. We're going to start pulling my orders and starting the day off. Me and my wife just got back from doing lunch or brunch. Well, yeah, technically brunch. It's 11 o'clock. So like I said, did a deal this morning already, and now we're hammering down for a little bit, getting this packing and shipping, and then I'm gonna try to get some listing done today and get some stuff up. So let's go over some sales, see what we got, show y'all what's gonna pretty much, I'm pretty transparent here, so let y'all know what I'm looking at as far as money, where we're looking at as far as that goes, how much I'm depositing for the week. So my week goes from Monday, well, technically Tuesday to Monday. So today's kind of like all my deposits happen on Tuesday. This is the way I have it set up with you can choose what day you want deposit. So mine is weekly, and I do mine on Tuesday, or maybe that's how it's set automatic. I don't know. But anyway, mine are coming in on Tuesday. So pretty much all my sales that stop on like Sunday-ish is what deposits. Everything from today and possibly even some from yesterday don't always drop in the bank. They kind of they have to wait a couple days, and then they process, and then so those sales and monies will drop on the next payout. But I'll at least tell you where we're at right now as far as weekly from last Monday to today. So let's go ahead and get a total here, let you guys know where we're at. My goal is 100. Well, let me backtrack. My minimum is 100 a day. My goal is 200 a day. Just kind of let you know where I'm at and what I'm for me and my family, what works for us. So that's what works for us. Where are my sales? Okay, and let's go to orders and let's see what we got here. So 15 items. So between Friday and today, 15 items sold for a total of $1,055.79. That's with shipping. So a lot of smaller items, which is nice. There's only one item. I just picked this item up, actually. If you watched the yard sale pickups that I had on Saturday, I literally just picked this particular item up, and I'll get to it here shortly. Just picked it up, just listed it Saturday as well. I try to get some things up that I just picked up, and that was one of them, and it already sold. So I'll let you guys know if you watched. You'll know, but otherwise I'll share that in a moment. But let's go ahead and start pulling some orders here. First thing, we had paintball for Xbox 360. Sold for like $779. It got stuck in a sale. If you don't know, I've mentioned it before. I do the sales. I do the promoted listing and sales marked down on my store, and so I don't like to put stuff up $9.99. Free shipping is like my minimum. Well, obviously when you do a sale for 30%, 20%, whatever it is, obviously those $9.99s come down, and so there you go, $7.79 free shipping. So not a great sale. I might make $1 or $2, but it's out of here, so that's what matters. If you don't know about these, I've shared it before. I'll share it again. If you don't know about these, the dongles for Rock Bands, the dongles, the USB dongles for Rock Band, $50 plus shipping. I picked that up in a dollar bin in a wire dollar bin at a thrift store. So anytime I see wires in a bin, I take a minute and I just look through it real quick and see if I find any USB dongles for Rock Band or, you know, Guitar Hero or anything like that. So there's that. $50 plus shipping. I don't know if because of these got marked down in a sale and they just sold, or whether something's going on. Maybe y'all can tell me. But all of my Fallout 3, maybe when you gamers can tell me, all of my Fallout 3s sold, which is weird. I've never had that happen before, but literally all on Saturday. Yeah, all on Saturday, all 3 of mine to all different people. I don't know if Fallout 3 is being retired. I don't know whether something popped on a new Fallout and everybody wants Fallout 3 now for some reason. I don't know. If y'all can tell me what's going on with Fallout, I have no clue. But weirdest thing ever. I've never had the same game sell on all different, 3 different options, 3 different customers all on the same day. So I'd imagine some sort of news came out regarding Fallout. I guess I could look it up and I just don't feel like scouring the internet for it and going down rabbit holes for it. Not really too worried about it. But if anybody knows that's watching, let me know in the comments. But these sold, they're not much. Again, they all got wrapped up in the 30% off sale. So $719 for the PlayStation 3, and then $779 for the Xbox. And where's the other one at? And then $659 for the other Xbox. So there's that. So I might make like $4 on all of these when it's all said and done. So, but they're out of here. There you go. There's that. Jeez. I sold. So my daughter had a iPad, and she tore it up, man. She tore it up. So I ended up getting her an iPad Mini because the shop said they couldn't fix it. I was like, okay. So I ended up selling it on eBay. I wiped everything. I took the Find My off of it, and it's cracked up. It's tore up because they had to get to underneath, and then they said they couldn't fix it. So sold it on eBay, parts and repair with the box and everything. Parts and repair for $70 plus shipping. So there's that. Sold Nintendo 64 power pack. So what I do with these, little nugget, and if any of y'all game resellers, what I do with these is any Nintendo 64 that I get, I actually pull these out, sell these separate, because I have a hard time selling 64s at the price that I want for them, and I really don't want to come down on price. I sell everything. It's probably one system I don't really get what I want out of it, and I haven't really sold many because I think they should go for more, especially the bundles that I have. I've got like extra controllers, memory cards, 5 games. Should at least get $130 for all that. Anyway, but I pull these out and sell. You can buy the regular jumper pack for like, I don't know, $11 or something like that in bulk. I get them like 5 at a time or something like that, and then I swap them out. These sell for $45 plus shipping all day long. I've sold quite a many of these, and then I put the regular jumper pack in because there's only a handful of games that actually use this to begin with. But there's more value in selling these most of the time than I feel like the N64. So, but anyway, and then I swap it out. So, oh, not over here. So, I think old inventory, it goes back to my sale. I put a sale up, right? And we talked about on a few videos ago how I'd started promotion and sales, started the promotion and then drop down sales markdown. So I did both of those are running right now for the next month. So obviously sales are starting to pick up. So I can see when something sold through promoted listing or through my 40% promotion. This sold via promoted listing. It's been up. It's a lot of DS games, all Lego, DS and 3DS. Sold for, I had it up for like 40 plus shipping, sold for 30 plus shipping. So it's been sitting around a while. Probably 3 months or so, but again, some of this is older inventory. All these games, in fact, a lot of this stuff I've had up for at least a month, actually. Even the jumper pack's been up for a little bit. Actually, no, it hasn't, and that hasn't either. But the iPad, all those games, these games, have all been up for a while. So it's nice to see some of this stuff moving out of here. Is the goal. That's why you do the sales promotions and markdown. I mentioned it the other day. Like, it may not be for everybody, but it works. So What else sold? A controller. I gotta find this thing though. Oh, right here. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so this sold. This is a Sketch. What is it called? Sketch, I think. Scuff Prestige controller. Don't sleep on some of these like third-party gaming controllers, guys. So this controller with all the little bells and whistles, it's got like it's like a legit gaming controller with all, you can change out the buttons and everything. It's got little accessories and things like that. Pretty much brand spanking new looking. Got this in a deal, I forget, with a bunch of good stuff. So anyway, sold for $125 plus shipping. I had it up for $160, but sold for $125 plus shipping. Took an offer on it. So there's that. Scuff. So if you come across those, that's the second one I've sold actually for over $100. So if you come across Scuff controllers, I pick them up. All right, coming down, we got The Last of Us. So The Last of Us remastered, and let's see, where's that camera at? Is that it? I think that's it, yep. Okay. All right, so The Last of Us sold for $9.99 plus shipping, plus $5 shipping, PS4. The next thing that sold was Samsung F900. Yep. Samsung. I picked this up on Marketplace. It must be because it's springtime. People are getting out more. People want to capture more things. But I picked this up on Marketplace because cameras are good. They're one of my things. So if you don't know, there's a nugget. Cameras, man. Cameras, digital cameras, things like that. Digital camcorders. I picked this up on Marketplace. Well, I want to say back in like September, October-ish maybe. September, October timeframe. It's been sitting around for about 6 months. But it finally popped today. $160. I'm sorry. This one sold for $130 plus shipping. I want to say I think I did 40 on the deal. If I remember correctly, I think this was 40 bucks. But it's the camera. It's got all the accessories. I don't want to open the whole thing up. It's got all the accessories and stuff like that. Charger, all that with it. So software, like new almost. Open box, like new for the most part. I mean, the guy said he barely used it, and it looked like it. Looked brand spanking new. So anyway, digital cameras. If you don't know, again, dropping a little nugget. Digital cameras, man. Keep an eye on them at yard sales. Look out for them on Marketplace. You know, folks that are selling them, a lot of times they just, people just want to get rid of stuff a lot of times, right? I mean, there's clutter to them. There's no value in it to them. They're not trying to sell it. A lot of times, in a lot of cases, people aren't trying to sell stuff for full on what it's worth. They're just trying to get rid of it because it's been sitting forever. And, even as a reseller, sometimes there's some of my personal items I'm just like, bump it, just get rid of it. I don't care. And the reseller in me is like, no, sell it on eBay and get a premium. And then the other part of me is like, just get rid of it. I won't feel like dealing with it. You know what I mean? So just if I can get a few bucks out of it and keep it moving. We all have, I think majority of us have that with some things. So it goes back to that. And the guy just, he was pretty good in life and in a pretty good place. To him, he didn't care. So, and I mean, he had a gorgeous house, nice car. I remember I went to his house and picked up, I still remember it was a nice part of town. But again, we're all in different stages of our lives. Some of us, are, and all think different and like you said, just have different motivations and different whatever. People are always like, oh, reselling, and it's like, how do you get stuff, or why do you, how'd you get it? People are selling things all the time. People are looking to get rid of stuff all the time. I think it was Commonwealth that had just put a video up on how people are, like resellers are hurting the markets and all that. It's like, look, there's plenty of room, or there's too many resellers or something like that. That's what it was. There's too many resellers or something like that, and it's starting to flood the market and all this kind of stuff, and releasing all of our secrets and this and that and the third. Look, I want to share my secrets. There's plenty of room at the top to make money. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of categories. There's plenty of stuff. There's so much stuff out there to purchase secondhand that people are trying to get rid of. it will never stop. It will never go away. So there's, you know, there's plenty of, like, I don't know, to me, I like to share, because if I feel like, because I'm sharing and now I can't get stuff while I'm out there because there's too many of y'all out there, then that means I just got to work harder, man. I got to hustle harder. I got to get up earlier. I got to find more holes, honey holes. I got to, you know, that's just part of the hustle, man. That's just part of the hustle. So, you know, some resellers are like, oh, you know, you got, your YouTubers are ruining it, this and that. And it's like, look, I'm just trying to share my journey, and if people can jump on board and feel confident enough that they can do this from their own garage and their own house and their own spare room, you know, they see me and they're like, wow, I didn't realize you can just get some shelves and a computer, some packing materials, and start going out and hunting and bringing the stuff home and storing it until it sells. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not hard. It's time consuming. It's you got to hustle. I mean, there's work in, I mean, you got to work to make, you know, it's like anything else. It's what you put in it. If you want to half-ass it, you'll make half-ass money. If you put forth effort and do things and hustle and chase and grind, you're going to make more money. It's like anything else. So anyway, I'm rambling now. I'll stop rambling. Let's get to sales, because my mail lady's going to be here at some point. So camera, 125 plus shipping. Can't go wrong with that. This is a nice little score as well. Nintendo DS, Nintendo 2DS bundle, sold for, I think somebody overseas actually purchased it. It's got like 8 games, the charger, the stylus, in very nice condition. Sell for 120 plus shipping. 120 plus shipping. So there's that, and that is going overseas. This is the item that I mentioned that I put up. Literally bought it. If you watch the Saturday yard sale video, literally bought it on Saturday for $4 at a sale. I didn't know. I mean, again, it goes back to I kind of have an eye for stuff. I don't know. I don't always. You know, I make mistakes just like anybody else. I made a mistake this morning, which I'll share with you guys as well. But this one was not a mistake. I knew exactly, I'm not gonna say I knew exactly what it was. I've never sold one before, but I figured you can't go wrong with a 1978 dollhouse that's still sealed, right? It was $4. I figured at least 40 or so, $30–40, if anything. 120, well, the last sale was 53 on bid. There's none up right now. I probably should have went to the moon on it and went 200, but I didn't. I did 120. It sold within a day and a half. I think I put it up Saturday when I got home, so day and a half or so, not even. So there's that. You know, you can't be mad at flipping $4 to 120, right? So I ain't mad at it, but sometimes when those kind of things happen, you do kind of say to yourself, well, man, if it sold that quick, I probably could have gotten quite a bit more out of it. That's the only thing. You left some meat on the table for sure. But you know, I mean, there's no comps. The only comp was $53 on bid, and that was it. There's none else on. So, you know, you gotta. I was gonna put it up for $99.99. I'm glad I didn't, because, you know, I thought to myself, well, let's go 120. Maybe somebody will offer me 100. I probably could have went 200. Somebody would have offered me 150 or something on it. Who knows? But, you know, again, it goes back to, you leave some on the table sometimes. Somebody's getting an item that they really want, because I'm sure that's going to somebody that really wants it. I paid $4. I'm happy. They're happy. It's a win-win. So, and a quick sale. I mean, you can't be mad at turning 4 into 120 in a day and a half. So that's that worked out well. Going to be a little bit of pain to ship because it's kind of big, but we'll get that worked out. Next thing is sold. We got 2 more items. Mario Kart on 3DS sold. I actually have another one of these. But Mario Kart on 3DS sold for $12.99 plus $5 shipping. So there you go, $12.99 plus $5 shipping. I actually got, like, I think 2 more of these that I got to get up. The nice thing is, I'm about to fall. The nice thing is again, just a little nugget. Whenever something sells, like when you sell like items, like when you get niched into a certain category like this, you know, I got a whole bunch of different types of stuff, but I'm mainly video game heavy. So I've got 2 more Mario Kart 7s on 3DS upstairs that I need to get listed. The nice thing is, all I gotta do is hit boom, relist, quantity 2, boom, done. and they're up for 13 bucks plus shipping, and it's that it literally 5-10 seconds and they're up. So that's the nice thing. I got a controller, PS2 controller, the black ones, sell them all the time, get them all the time. So it's just a relist, rinse and repeat, relist. And those are, I love those because the listings on them is 2 seconds. Boom, boom, go to something that's sold that's similar, or that you've sold that it's the same item. Boom, boom. Another one is like the VMUs, those N64 jumper packs, all that kind of stuff. That's the exact same items. It's too easy to just basically relist them. N64, I do sell the N64 bundle with no games, no nothing, just raw, one controller, jumper pack, and that's and obviously the AV and power. So those sell for usually about 80 bucks, $79.99. So when I get another one, I just add another quantity to it. I clean it up, bring it down, just add another quantity, and that's it. So I love those are easy peasy. So Canon sold. And that's the second time I kicked that thing. We're going to put this up here. All right. So Canon camera. Right here. Telling you guys, cameras, man. Cameras. I've got 2 other digital cameras. The nice Rebel Canon or Nikons or whatever they are. They're up for like $250 and $350 because the one's got a lens, the extra lens, and one doesn't. And I'm starting to get some traction. I've had those up for about 2 months now. And I'm starting to get some traction on them. So I've got a couple offers. Nobody's stepping up yet. I'm trying to get some pollen off this thing. But anyway, I actually have another one of these. I have 2 more of these that need to go up. So that's the nice thing is I've already got 2 more already. But another digital camera sold. Now, what I do with the digital cameras, I make sure I get the battery and it's working. So if I need to put in 10 bucks, I put in the 10 or 15 bucks to buy the charger, the battery, if it doesn't have it, or a memory card. I usually have the memory cards I throw in with them. This one, I think already has everything on it, or came with everything. So I didn't have to worry about that. But anyway, another digital camera, Canon Handycam. This sold for $160 plus shipping. $160 plus shipping. Yeah, $160 plus shipping. All right. So that is it. Those are the 15 items. If you look at my table, there's not a lot of items sitting here, but it's it's 120, 160, 130, 70, 100 and whatever this 20, 125, another 30. So it adds up. So anyway, total again, $1,055.79, 15 items, including shipping. Oh, and the little thing was 50 bucks too for the little N64 thing. So, oh, and the dongle for Rock Band, another 50 bucks there. I'm like, how did I get that high? Where's the other items? So it adds up, man. It's crazy, but it adds up. So, we're at 15 minutes. Oh, and actually we're 23 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, real quick. So yesterday I picked up a bundle from a guy, a bunch of PlayStation, if you gamers know, I'm not going to go run and grab it all at this point. I've already processed it all. But if any of you gamers know, Resident Evil Survivor are just these are just some of the titles that were in this lot. I got this lot for $200. So here are these titles. If you know anything about games, I think you're going to be like, holy crap. So it was $200 for the deal, and it was Resident Evil Survivor, Soul Reaver, Oddworld, like 2 different Oddworlds, all for PS1. Parasite Eve, Parasite Eve 2, Resident Evil Long Box, Castlevania. What was another? I guess I could look at my phone and, well, my phone's right here. Never mind. Spiro with the gold label, which I'd never seen before. It's only like 15 or 20 bucks, but still, I've never seen that before. Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Mass Effect, Fear Effect 2. Those are the ones there was a couple other ones. There was a couple other ones in there that were pretty good. Armored Core and on PS2, and Maximus something. I forget what it was. Some Capcom game that's like $30, $35. So anyway, and there was some other game, Q-Bert and WWE Raw versus SmackDown or something like that, 2008. There was a couple other games in there too. So for you video gamers, I'm sure you heard some nice titles there. So $200, it was well worth it. Well worth it. I was about, if I remember correctly, about $800-ish worth of games, $700 to $800 worth of games for $200. So did pretty well there. Did another deal with the same guy today. However, it was for Pokemon stuff, and I don't know Pokemon stuff that well. And he had a Charizard first edition in there, so I was like, you know, okay, I don't know, I don't mess with Pokemon at all. But he had some other first editions. He had tons of holos and things like that. I sent the pictures to some of my buddies. My buddies was like, yes, if so, you know, get it, and there's a lot of value there. And I was like, okay. So the guy, I was like, hey, would you take 400? And he was like, yeah. So cool. We did the deal for 400. Hey, did they work out? Oh, they're still working on it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, no, I didn't want to wait on there was a long hold. I waited for like 20 minutes on hold, and I was like, I'll just call back.
Gotcha. So I offered 400. We met, and I did the deal. You know, in a case like that, I should have looked more thoroughly. I don't know a ton about it, so I didn't. I just, you know, so when I got it in my car and drove off, got home, I started looking through them, and I'm like, this Charizard looks weird. It looks off. So I'm comparing it to, there's a few other first editions in there, and those are real after looking at everything. I'm like, huh, so the Charizard's fake. Now, there's a bunch of other holos in there, not first edition holos, but there's a bunch of holos in there. I don't know what all I have. There is some stuff from late 90s in there as well, mainly base. So I'm pretty sure I may or may not be able to make up my 400. So that's going to be one that I may have to take a loss on. Now the guy does have but I compare it to, and I don't think he knew that it was fake. He may have, but the fact that we're going to be doing another deal, because he already has a bunch of Pokemon games and things like that, and N64 and Game Boy and all that kind of stuff. He just has to locate it all. He says it's in his barn somewhere. He has to get to all of it. I'm saying that to say we're going to be doing another deal, so I would hope that he wouldn't have sold me stuff knowing that it was fake, because then, you know, I mean, he's going to see me again, so that would be, you know, like, so I'm pretty sure he didn't know it was real. I could be wrong, but the fact that, you know, we did exchange numbers, we are going to plan on meet up again. Like I told my wife, I was like, you know what, he beat me up on this one and got me on this one. I got him on the first one. I'm going to have to let him know on the third one that he beat me up on that second deal pretty good. I'm going to have to beat him up on the third deal now. Anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully we can do another deal. If not, no, it is what it is. Lesson learned. You know, sometimes even being a seasoned vet, you end up overlooking some things from time to time, or you know, just enough to get yourself in trouble. And that's kind of where I was at. I know first edition is good. I know Charizard's good. Obviously, I also know that they're highly faked, but everything else in the binder was good, except that one. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure I can still make up majority of the 400. If I make a buck or two, it is what it is. But at this point, I think the best thing is if I can at least make my 400 up and get my money back out of it, or at least the majority of it. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. So that's the name of the game. That's why I kind of like to stay in my lane with things that I know. But again, because we had history, did a deal, and the fact that we may be doing another deal, you know, we'll just see how things work out. But I'll certainly let you guys know when him and I sync up again, if we do, and what I get next time. I'll try to make sure I show it off. But yeah, hopefully get the N64 and all that Pokemon stuff, the Pokemon games, and the Game Boy, and I can get maybe another $200 for all that stuff, and make another $600-700 out of all that. So that's what I'm hoping for. That'll make up for this dumb mistake. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Those are my sales. Hopefully you learned a little something. 30-minute video. This is about where I want to be on a Monday. Really 20 minutes is where I want to be tops. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I ramble a lot if you haven't noticed. But it's all raw and unedited. I'm shooting from the hip, right from the head, and showing you what's going on here. Now the next step is, in fact, the mail lady's coming through the neighborhood right now, so I'm gonna let her know my mail lady's awesome. I just asked her if she'll circle back, and she will gladly come back. It won't take me but maybe 30-40 minutes to get this stuff packed up and ready for her. So when she comes back, she'll be they'll get out of here. So that's all I have for you guys. Build rapport with your mail lady or mailman. That's always helps, because when you know, I've got next day shipping, and a lot of people don't like that, the pressure of next day shipping, but you know, it's all in my feedback. Awesome shipping, fast shipping, great packing. You know, it's constantly, and it's you know, fast shipping, great packing, quality, blah blah. You know, great item, this and that. I have very little negatives, very little neutral. Well, neutrals, a few neutrals, but people are just picky. That's all that is a lot of times. But in fact, one lady item wasn't. It was a brand new in a box. Box was beat up. She wanted to give it away for Christmas. It was disclosed the box was beat up. It was pictured that the box was beat up, but yet when she got it, it was more beat up than she thought. So she wanted me to leave me neutral feedback, because it should have said in the title, severely damaged box. Okay, that's all interpretation or all opinionated. Like, it wasn't a severely damaged box. It was damaged. Certainly could still be given away as a gift if you wanted to. It's still brand new and all that. It's just a little beat up. So anyway, those are just kind of the picky side of people sometimes. You know, you can't please everybody. But that's all I got. I'm gonna jump off here. Thank y'all once again for hanging out. Thank you. Hopefully, you know, subscribe. That's the main thing. Subscribe. Drop some comments. Let me know what y'all think. Did I do good? Not do good? You know, anything I could do better? Anything you want to see in the videos? Anything else you want me to share? You know, obviously my goal is, I got a new computer upstairs. My goal is to get my GoPro again and start maybe doing some out there raw footage on actual yard sale and my pickups. So that'll just kind of give an extra layer, an extra element to folks that enjoy that aspect of the reselling, the out and about hunting part. So that'll you know, hopefully get some more of that kind of footage for you guys, and I'll cut it up and chop it up so it's not so much dead time or junk time. I'll have a little bit more action time, so there's, you know, things are I'm not going to be able to jazz it up much because I'm not good at editing, but I can at least cut and paste scenes, so you know, I'm not showing you 10 minutes of just nothingness basically. So but yeah, so I'm at least going to try that here in the coming weeks, try to get the GoPro set up again and go out with that and try to give you guys another aspect of how this works and what we do, raw, unedited, and out in the field. Even on my marketplace pickups, maybe start bringing my camera for marketplace pickups and let people know, hey, I do YouTube. Do you mind if I, you know, record or bring my camera while we do the deal? Maybe stuff like that. So anyway, I'm off. I'm out. Thank y'all once again. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate all y'all. Drop some comments. That'd be hugely great. That would be appreciated. And subscribe. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the day, everybody. We'll see y'all tomorrow.